Hi everyone, today on Eureka Crystal Beads channel, we're giving the floor to Gina from Orchid and Opal Jewelry and Beads for another fun, inspiring, and creative episode of Designer's Picks. We hope you love Gina's palette and picks as much as we do here at Eureka, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe to both of our channels and give this video a thumbs up. Gina, over to you.
Hey everyone, it's Gina here with Orchid and Opal, and I am so excited to be back and taking over Eureka's channel for a few minutes to share some designers picks for this month. And I've got my beads laid out. This is the cherry coated palette, which I decided was something I was really excited about, especially this month and this type of late fall season heading into winter. I felt like it'd be fun to bring in some red. If you haven't heard of the term cherry coated, you're not alone. I hadn't heard of it either. But as I was looking into the palette and really wanted to do something that centered around bright cherry red, I kept seeing that term pop up and realized it's actually a trend that was going around, especially in 2025 this year, centering around the bright cherry red with some supporting colors, especially some burgundy, some deeper tones, also some contrast. That's why I brought in some of the cream and some metallics. So you can take this palette in different directions. It's kind of flirty, it's kind of bold, a little daring, but also it's sophisticated and romantic, and you can make it more upscale. So it can go in different directions, and you can certainly add in other colors like rich green, also gold and turquoise would be beautiful as additional pops of color. But just as it is here, I do have 12 products that I hand selected from Eureka's shop, one of my very favorite things to do. And I picked out some things that would really go well together. And I've got 3 actually finished pieces that we're going to be doing together in the form of tutorials later on this month. So I will show you those 3 pieces toward the end of the video. Let me just get into these materials. And you can find them all at Eureka's shop. They will have a special page dedicated to the cherry-coated designers picks. And you're welcome to pick and choose these items and add them to your cart and pick them up at your will, or you can pick them up all together. These are not in a collection, but I do suggest getting these items together because you can make those 3 projects with me at the end of the month. So let's get started with the bright cherry red Preciosa cabochons. I have 2 right here picked out. We're going to be making a pendant which centers around one of those beauties, but I do have an additional one. You can make another one for a friend or a loved one maybe, or, come up with your own really fun project using your second one. But these Preciosa 13 millimeter cabochons are in the color ruby, and they're just perfect to kick off this collection, I think. They've got a beautiful domed top and reflect that light in such a gorgeous way. They will make for a beautiful focal in addition to some of these other materials. So next up, I want to show you, these are the 20 millimeter Extra Rose Montes by Preciosa. These are in the Siam color, and they're in a silver plating. So these are in a deep, little bit richer, darker red, and still with that more bluish undertone, just like the cherry red. And they have those silver plated settings that allow us to incorporate these into a bead woven design because we've got that cross section there. We can cross through underneath those crystals and really show off that sparkle. We'll be making a special bracelet that includes some of those crystal montes. So next up, I've got a tube of the silver lined size 8/0 Toho hexagon shaped seed beads, and that silver lining really gives those an extra bit of sparkle and gleam. And we can take a look at these up close as well. Just that brighter red tone and that little bit of extra shine. And because these have these 6 sides, unlike a regular round seed bead or a delica seed bead, that adds a little bit more ability for these to reflect the light from those various sides. So I've got a tube of those. And let's see, going along with the brighter cherry red to start off, I want to show you this strand of lovely quartz micro-faceted rounds. I just love these so much. Check those out. I have to use the word juicy with these because they just really are. That sparkle, that rich, bold red color, a little bit of transparency so they let some of that light through. And these are in the light cyan color. So they're a 3mm size, and we're going to incorporate these in a bracelet design and also in a necklace design. They'll add an extra bit of that pop of red and sparkle that I can't get enough of for this palette. So now we've kind of covered that cherry red. We can move along to one of the supporting colors that I added to this palette, which is, your maroon, your burgundy, almost going into a chocolatey brown, but not quite. So I've got a tube of the size 15-0 round Toho seed beads. These add in some depth to the palette and are a great support for the bright red without going directly to a black or a brown. They still have that reddish tint to them. This is the color called Opaque Oxblood, and you'll see these pop up in, let's see, at least 2 of the tutorials. Great staple item to have, and I'm going to pour some of these out. Just good to see them out of the tube a little bit. You can see just that hint of red that they have. And next up, we'll take a look at the size 11 seed beads, another staple item that you can't go wrong with when you're doing these bead weaving projects. These are the galvanized brick red permafinish matte Toho seed beads. Aren't those lovely? So they're kind of an in-between. They're in between the cherry red and the deeper oxblood, just giving another shade to the palette, toning it down, giving it a little bit more depth and richness, but also adding in some more of that reddish color. So these are going to show up in the pendant for sure. Let's see. We'll go with some of our supporting reds here. I love these teacup beads. They're such a unique shape. And once you start playing around with them, you really see how interesting they are. They add a lot of texture and just something you don't expect. And if you haven't played around with these various check glass bead shapes, they're a fun one to get started with because they are a 1-hole bead. They're not a 2-hole or more bead that you have to figure out if you're a newbie. And right off the bat, you can use them to frame a round bead, kind of like you would use a bead cap. But here are those teacup beads. You can see why they're called that with their teacup shape. They are a 4x2mm size, and this color, it is in a deep, richer red, a little bit darker, more of a burgundy color, sort of a cranberry, just a beautiful berry red with that metallic shine to the outside. These are going to show up in the necklace design. And I may have a bonus design, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. All right, so next we have these lovely ginkgo beads that are one of my favorite things in this palette too. These are, let me get the name right, the Star Dance Maroon ginkgo beads. They've got this little hint of sparkle, like a glitter on the outside, and they're in a deeper, rich red. As you can see, they have this galaxy of glitter that's still kind of subtle, but I love how that adds a little bit of just an extra something, an extra touch to the finish of the beads, which looks really neat, pulled together with the other beads in the palette. And you're going to find these in the pendant design that I show you. But of course, these have the 2 holes. They've got the ginkgo shape, or ginkgo leaf shape rather. And you're still going to have a lot of extra beads to play around with even after the 3 tutorials. If you plan to make all 3 of those, that's the fun thing about these designer picks too. You're going to have extra beads to play around with in your stash and have some fun with those, getting to know some of these newer or more adventurous bead shapes if you're used to doing more basic single hole projects. So our next selection of check glass multi-hole that I incorporated in this palette is a tube of the Gem Duo beads, and these are the mini size in jet black. So they're the 6x4 millimeter. I'll take these out so we can see them because they're kind of hard to see in that tube, but they have the diamond shape there and the 2 holes running parallel through the beads, going through either side, and that little beveled top right there. So these are going to show up in the bracelet and the necklace design, and they are one of those neutral tone beads I wanted to pull in addition to the reds, kind of darkening up the palette a little bit, bringing in some black, but not too much, to add a nice balance to what's going on down there. So in addition to those black mini gem duos, you can probably already see I've got a strand of the 4 millimeter fire polish beads in black, which are going to show up in the necklace design. Classic, glossy, 4 millimeter jet black faceted rounds to add a little bit more depth and neutral to the palette. So finally lightening up the palette just a little bit and adding in another important aspect of the cherry coated theme. It's going to be contrast. So we have a lot of red. We've got some deeper, richer, darker reds. We've also got some black. But in addition to that, what also looks beautiful with this palette are some taupes, even some salmony pink colors, brown, and cream. So these pearls, they are in the Krakowski line by Eureka. They are a 4 millimeter size. The color is called Cocoa Velvet, and they just go really well with the cherry red. I love how these go together with them. You get a nice long strand here, and they're going to show up alongside some of these rose montes in the bracelet pattern that I'll show you in just a moment. Starts to lighten up the palette a little bit and add in some additional contrast. And then for our lightest selection, we've got a tube of classic Miyuki 11-0 Delica beads. And these are in this light shade of cream, kind of a bone color. Take some of these out. I believe those are called linen. But again, everything's going to be listed on Eureka's site on that special page going over the designer's picks items. So those Delica beads, those will show up in the pendant design. And you'll have plenty of those left over to play with as well. So that's a rundown of our materials. I also do want to give honorable mention to these guys right here. These are the Miyuki drop beads. I believe they're a 3.2 millimeter size, and you can see they're kind of a pearlescent, very light cream color. I wanted to incorporate these into the designer's picks, but we had these come in at the last minute. However, we could still have them included because one of the original designs I was playing around with for cherry coated is this bracelet here. And as you can see, I do have these drops included in this totally different color on the corners of these beaded components. And if you just imagine those being in the cream and our cherry coated palette here, I don't want to promise I can bring this tutorial as well, but this is an example of how you can use the cream colored Miyuki drops in the palette, which add that final touch of pearlescent light cream and contrast that we have going on here. So I did want to bring those in because they were an original aspect of what I wanted to include. But let's get into those 3 pieces to wrap it up. First, I want to show you the bracelet design that I put together with those sparkly cherry red rose Monte crystals. You can see those here along with the quartz and the jet black mini duos and also those cocoa velvet pearls. So I'm going to show you how to put this together with all those materials. And I really love the movement and how that all came out. So that will be our first tutorial. Next up is the pendant design I was talking about. And this is the one that includes the gorgeous Preciosa 13 millimeter domed glass cabochon right in the center. If you look down at this pendant from the top, it reminds me of maybe a frosted cupcake with a cherry on top or some type of a dessert like that. And think of that as like the cherry on top of the sundae. So that is what I'm going to call this pendant, the cherry on top pendant. You can see how it also includes those bright red hex beads. The delicas do lighten it up just a little bit, and I'll show you the back because it's kind of unique there, how all that came together. Got those starlight, little subtle sparkly ginkgo beads, and some of the oxblood 15 O's as well as the 11 O seed beads in there pulled together. So we're going to make that together as well. We have a lovely collar style necklace here, bringing in more of the black. This is a little bit more of a sophisticated / edgy look, I think, with the black and the red contrast. Also bringing in the mini duos, the hex seed beads, the oxblood seed beads, also the teacups there. You can see how I used those. And even if you were to just make a simple chain with the fire polish, the teacups, and the mini duos, it makes a really fun chain just with those beads alone. We'll get into that in that tutorial. And those are 3 examples of pieces that could be made with the cherry coated Designer's Picks materials that I'm really excited about for this month. So that wraps it up. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'll let Eureka take it away, and you can check out all of these products on their site. Keep an eye on my channel for the tutorials, and I can't wait to see you again real soon. Thanks for watching.